Hello, hi everyone. In this video, I would like to show you how to create other type of breakdown. So I've just created a video just before how to create a bucket group breakdown. So in order to achieve this result, to get this to this score sheet, okay. So the first thing that we have to be familiar with is to know what is performance analytics, what is a breakdown source, what is a breakdown, what is an indicator source. Okay, all these terms should be familiar for you. So we have to have at least what is the definition for it, and we have to know what is the definition for each of the terms that I have just mentioned before. And you have to be familiar also with the application NeedITs. That application is for beginners, also for developers who would like to train themselves to do different things in ServiceNow. Okay, so we have all exercise is available in ServiceNow. We have the instructions how to download this application and start to use it. So I have here a score sheet, and I have for the month of September 2019, for the first off, I have the number 1. So what is it now? 1 here is one record which was due for that month, September 2019, and specifically for the first off of the month, which is from 1st of September to 14. I have one record which was due, and for the remaining period, which is 15 to 31 of September 2019, I have 3 records. That is the result that I have here. In total, I have 4 records. Okay, so now we can break down this result also differently. We don't need to break down by month by viewing like the first off and the second off. We can also view the result by request type. We can see to whom it was requested for, all this kind of information. Okay, so let's see now this exact same result in Analytics Hub, how it looks like. I'm going to just give you an overview what is Analytics Hub, and then we are going to create the request type and the requested for breakdown in order to see the result there as well. Okay, so the first thing, I'm just going back one step backward, and you have to make sure that you're under indicator NeedIT due monthly, and in order to get to the score sheet, you have to click on scores for this indicator. But in order to get to Analytics Hub, all you need to do is to click on show Analytics Hub. So I'm going to click on that. So perfect. So I'm going to just deactivate everything that I have before. Okay, so here we have pretty much the same information, but in a more graphical way. Some other information also available here. So I have the indicator score, which is for the month of September. I have 4 records. Okay, and I have the period, so from March 2019 to September 2019, which we saw as well in the score sheet. And this is the result is shown by month. I have 4 records for that month. Okay, and I have other features, which is like how can I see the trend. Okay, this is showing me a little bit what is the trend. I can see also the confidence band, which is like kind of going to show me what is the maximum and the minimum, something like this. I can even predict what is going to be the result in future. For example, until 2021, September 2021, I have some kind of projection here, like how it's going to evolve. Okay, and if I click on that, I have the label, like have the numbers on the graph. And the most important thing here, we are working on the breakdown, right? So it's right here if you want to see all the breakdowns. So we have only one that we have created. So it's NeedIT request by month off. So if I click on that, I'm going to have the result a bit different, because I have for 2 periods and it's available right here. So I have the number 3. So for the second period, I have the number 1 here, and the evolution, and also the forecast. So now if I create more breakdowns, it will be available here, and we can view the result according to the breakdown that we want to see. Okay, so let's create now the request type and requested for. So I'm going back here. I have already in my preference the link where I have to go. So if you want to search, all you need to do, you have to go under performance analytics, and under breakdown you have to look for create new. So that's where you can create a new breakdown. So I'm going to click on that. It's going to give me a new page. In my previous video, this is not how I created the breakdown. This is a completely a new way of creating the breakdown. So we have the let's say the steps here. The first one, select the breakdown source, define the breakdown, link to the indicators, choose the period, and then the last one, the summary, is going to, like, you have to make sure everything that you have done in all this step is correct, and then you can validate that. You can apply, and then it's going to create the breakdown. So let's create one. So the first thing we have to choose what we call the indicator. So we are working on the need IT due monthly indicator. So I'm going to look for that. So I'm going to just type due, and I have it here. And now I'm going to look for the request type. So this is the field that I'm looking for, and this is the indicator. So I'm going to click on next. It's going to, now we are defining the breakdown. So request type, the breakdown source is this one, and here we have the breakdown mapping. So I'm going to click on next. Here we are, choose the period is going to be for 90 days, for example. Here I'm going to click on next, and this is the summary we have. So the breakdown source, how is the mapping is done, what is the indicator, okay, and the period. So if I click on apply, and after that is going to create our breakdown. So I'm going to just click on apply. So I have the tick here. So if you have the green one, which is tick, this symbol, we have created the request type breakdown. So now is the time to create the other one, which is requested for. Okay, so I'm going to click again once more here. Sorry, not again, just here, create another breakdown, and I'm going to look for due monthly. So I have it here, and requested for. Okay, click on next. So it's going to be the same. That's perfect. I'm going to choose the period 90 days. Next. So I have all the information here. Requested for is the field. Breakdown source is perfect. This is the one. This is the indicator source. The period is fine. I'm going to click on apply, and it's done. We have created 2 breakdowns more. So we have now 3 breakdown. We should have 3 breakdown in our analytics hub. Okay, so if I go back, I'm going back to performance analytics under job. I look for need IT historical data and scroll down. I have a job log 9. I'm going to execute one more time in order to make sure that we'll have a proper result. Perfect. So I have 10 here, which means, so it's all collected, the state, so it's done. So I'm going here, click on indicator source, click here, and look for show analytics hub. That's what we want to see. So we are going to view the same result, the result that we have in our score sheet. Addition to that, 2 more field, request type and requested for. And also I'm going to show you, which is like, I'm going to show you the application now to show you the fields that we have in the application. So if I go to here and I click on all, so I have the application need IT, I have all the records, and I can see requested for, I have only one person, is system administrator. And I have request type, I have legal, I have 2 records for legal, 1 for facilities, 1 for human resources. So that is the result that we should have in our graph here, and it will be a bit different. So let's see what we have here. So I'm going to click here. So as you can see here, I have 2 more breakdown. I have request type and requested for. If I click on that, and too many elements to display, so I have to refresh a bit. So I'm going to just make this one like this. Okay, great, it's working. So I have right here the system administrator score 4. That's the one that we are looking for. So if I click on that, so that is the number that we have. If I click on request type, I have a different result. So you can see the graph is changing. So I have 2 for legal, 1 for human resources, 1 for facilities. So we don't have 3 different colors, because the yellow and green, which represent human resources and facilities, because they have the same number, and it's like kind of mixed. So that's why we are not able to see that. but we can see the other one which is true, which is like legal. Okay, so that one we can see it, but we cannot see the other ones. It's because it's mixed. And if you want to be sure, you can make as a column. As you can see here, I have legal 2, I have human resources 1, I have facilities. Okay, so that's how you can create a breakdown and view the result in our analytics hub, like in a more graphical way. Thanks for watching. Hope you like it. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.